and beyond.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Welcome back, everyone. Here's a full look at your weather forecast. We are going to continue to see very cold air stick around for a while. We're going to see a series of frontal systems pass through over the next 7 days, and it is going to allow the snow chances to stick around for a while. But we could potentially see a couple of days of snow-free days. But overall, we are definitely going to see that winter air kind of stick around for a while. Looking at temperatures currently, we are looking at temperatures down to the teens for this evening, 19 here and over in Syracuse. And we have temperatures up 12 to 16 degrees over in Burlington. Going to continue to see locally temperatures a little bit cooler than everywhere else, 6 degrees over in Buffalo as well. So definitely going to see that cold air stick around for a while. And overall for today, we've seen partly cloudy skies around the area. We are going to start to see a little bit more increase of cloud coverage as we head into the late evening hours. But overall, we are going to continue to see kind of the same setup, cloudy, snowy, and definitely cold across the forecast region. We're going to see the rain chance, or I'll say snow chance, because we're not really going to be warm enough to see any rainfall. But looking at the snow chance really increasing on Sunday as we're going to see our next weather system moving through. Low pressure system will track just to our north, bringing in a warm front followed by a cold front that will kind of bring up the temperature for a little bit, but it will knock things back down as we head into Monday briefly, and that's where we're expecting our break in the snowfall action. But Tuesday into Wednesday, we're going to see yet another frontal system pass through for the middle part of the week, followed by one kind of cooling things out and finally, hopefully clearing things out heading into next weekend on Thursday. Here's a look at that 10-day temperature trend. We're going to see temperatures try to warm up at least a little bit above average thanks to the warm frontal system passing through over the weekend, but we are going to see a cold front really that's going to bring things down. Tuesday evening heading into Wednesday will bring those lows back to essentially where we are currently in the 20s, and then we're going to see yet another low pressure or another frontal system really supposed to be moving in later Wednesday evening into Thursday morning, knocking down those lows into the teens for Thursday, and we'll see temperatures struggling to warm up heading into next weekend. But you can see by next weekend we'll have highs back into the upper 30s potentially. Looking at the wind forecast for tomorrow, we'll see winds gradually increase as the day progresses. In the morning, light winds around 5 to 10 miles an hour, and in the afternoon, expecting those winds to get up to probably 10 to 15 miles an hour. As we get into this time tomorrow evening, we can see those winds closer to 13 to 15 miles an hour. And looking at the wind chill forecast for tomorrow, starting out in the single digits, but we are going to see at least wind chill values a little bit warmer than they were today, maybe getting closer to 20 degrees for a wind chill value around 3 o'clock tomorrow evening. But nevertheless, still going to be another cold day out there, really not anything changing in that regard. Looking at morning lows around 22 as we get the day started, and there's the clouds moving back in after lunchtime and sticking around for the afternoon and evening hours. We're going to see this band of snowfall really kind of stick around just to the north of Utica all Saturday night into Sunday thanks to the lake effect snow, and that's where we're going to potentially see most of the day on Sunday afternoon as well. So get ready for on and off snow chances on Sunday afternoon. And the snowfall forecast through Monday, we are going to see, like I said, most of the snowfall hanging out just to the north of Utica. So we can see 3.5 inches Delta Reservoir, 5 inches in Otter Lake and Inlet possible. So we are definitely going to see the northern half pretty much above I-90 seeing most of the snowfall this weekend. Lows for tonight will get down into the negatives in Inlet and Lake Pleasant, -1 and -2 there, down to 4 degrees here in Utica. Elsewhere will be around the same temperature. Forecast for tomorrow afternoon will be a lot like it has been in the teens and mid to lower 20s across the forecast area. We'll warm up briefly heading into Monday, but we're going to see a series of frontal systems cooling things back off, bringing in more snow showers for next week.
Thank you, Darius. Coming up next on
Eyewitness News begins with your forecast first.
Good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Darius Stringer back with a check of your forecast. Temperatures definitely starting to cool down out there a little bit. Single digits up in the Watertown over in the Lake Pleasant from about 3 to 8 degrees up towards the north. 12 degrees here in Utica, and temperatures similar down towards the south. And wind chill values not that much off from the current temperatures other than in Lake Pleasant. We're starting to see -3 there for a wind chill, but we could definitely see more of those negative values popping up by early tomorrow morning. Satellite and radar are just showing cloudy conditions around the area. The snow should remain off to the west for the rest of the evening. And looking ahead at the weekend, temperatures a little bit warmer, closer to seasonal temperatures on Sunday, but a better shot at snow is possible.
Local news that matters. This is Eyewitness News, first at 10.
Assemblyman Edward Gibbs spoke with Jamie DeLine today about an incident that occurred during his visit this week.
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Welcome back, everyone. Here's a full look at the weather and what we're expecting over the next several days. Snow chances are expecting to increase as we head into the weekend and heading into next week, as we are going to see a few frontal systems passing through over the next several days, really helping keeping that winter feel around the forecast region. But we do have a couple of days, maybe potentially of some snow-free activity, but we'll just have to have our fingers crossed and hope we don't see much on those days. Looking at current temperatures, cooling down to about 12 here in Utica at single digits off towards north of the viewing area, 2 in Berlin, Vermont there, and we are going to continue to see temperatures fall down into some negative wind chill values in the negatives. Already seeing negative 3 degrees over there, and we are going to see pretty much temperatures continuing to fall over the rest of the evening. Looking at the satellite and radar, we are looking at cloudy conditions around the region. Really not seeing much of this evening. A few flurries hanging out over Lake Ontario there, but overall we should remain snow-free for the rest of the evening, but we could see some lake effect snow developing heading into later on this weekend. Specifically on Sunday, it'll be our best shot to see a little bit more widespread of some snow showers. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit more isolated in nature, but on Monday we are going to see a little break in action on Monday, less than 10% chance of some flurries, but Tuesday and Wednesday we're definitely going to see that increase, as we are going to see a couple of frontal systems moving through for the middle and the end part of next week, but we should see things kind of quiet back down on next Friday, so there's your couple of days of potentially snow-free activity. Here's a look at the 10-day temperature outlook. We're going to see temperatures try to warm up. Actually, we were going to catch a tail end of a warm front heading into Monday. Is the reason why we'll warm up in the daytime. Still expecting some cold nights ahead, but we're going to see those frontal systems moving in throughout the day. The first one on Tuesday, and then the second one will be overnight Wednesday and the Thursday, really bring those lows down to the 17 zone on Thursday afternoon here in Utica. But looking at next weekend, we are actually expected to rebound rather nicely. We'll see afternoon highs in the upper 30s by next Sunday. So hopefully that'll be the last kind of breath of cold air, frigid Arctic air we'll see here in the region, but we'll have to wait and see. Wind forecast for tomorrow will gradually increase as the day progresses. Light winds in the morning and about 10 to 15 miles an hour in the afternoon. That's going to help kind of kick those wind chill values down into the teens for tomorrow afternoon. Maybe getting up to about 19 tomorrow around 3 o'clock, but overall another cloudy and windy-ish day out there, but it's still going to be cold nevertheless. Looking at the forecast for the rest of the weekend, cloudy conditions sticking around for tomorrow morning, and we're going to see really most of that getting into the area by tomorrow afternoon through the evening hours, and there's that lake effect snow really starting to set up above Utica tomorrow evening, but we're going to see that really stick around for mostly the northern part of the viewing area above I-90. Is going to be the best shot of looking at some snowfall tomorrow evening heading into Sunday morning as well, and throughout the day on Sunday we're going to see that snowfall maybe sag a little further south, but overall most of the snowfall totals will be above I-90. We're going to see about an inch here in Utica, less than an inch to the south. But look at that, 3.5 inches, over 5 inches in Otter Lake and Inlet. So if you're in that region, definitely prepare for at least a good, healthy dosage of snowfall over the weekend. Lows tonight getting down to about negatives in the Inlet and Lake Pleasant region, single digits elsewhere. Forecast for tomorrow afternoon, a lot like it has been the past couple of days. Teens in the northern part of the viewing area and lower to mid-20s elsewhere. The next 7 days, we are going to see, like I said, the snow chances increase and a few frontal systems passing through next week, but we are going to see temperatures hopefully rebounding by next weekend.
Thank you, Darius. The Comets are back.